Speaking of whacked out, how about Donna Adelson? Phil Holloway. Talk to me about Donna. And, it's a murder for hire plot. She's on game shows. Talk to me. Fill us in. This is your moment, Phil. Shine.
Well, this is one that we're going to be going big on here with the MK True Crime. Dan Markell was the FSU law professor that was murdered execution style by some gang members back in 2014. A number of people have been convicted, including the gang members. The son of Donna Adelson, Charlie, who was a dentist in South Florida, Miami, he, and along with his girlfriend at the time, who was sort of the go-between, they've been convicted. There's been a number of trials. And so now we're on the eve of trial for the matriarch of this alleged crime family, Donna Adelson. And so jury selection is set to begin, and it's amazing that here we are in August of 2025, and this murder was in 2014, so many years ago. But it's important to remember that the police had to stay with this. It never really quite went cold, but they did have they came up against some roadblocks. They were having a hard time sort of developing the case, particularly against the mother, Donna. And so they decided to do something, I don't want to say it's unusual, but it was certainly creative. It's being referred to as the bump, which is where a undercover officer just bumps into her when she's out going about her day. And for those of you who are listening on podcasts, what we're going to be seeing and looking at is you're going to be looking at this undercover who's approaching her in a parking lot, and he hands her a note. It's got his phone number on it. You'll hear the audio. So let's go ahead and call 411 and take a look at that, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
Excuse me, Mrs. Adelson? How you doing? Just want to give you this. Listen. You're scared. No, don't be scared. Listen, just want to let you know that we know that your family has been taking care of Katie and her friend Luto for quite some time after your problem up north has been resolved. And I want to let you know that my brother, he's incarcerated. He helped your family with this problem you guys had up north. And we want to make sure that he's going through some rough times. We want to make sure that you take care of what he's going through the way you're taking care of Katie and Tuzo. Well, this will explain it. Thank you.
So give us some context. Put that into perspective.
Helping your family with this problem up north. Remember, she's down in South Florida, the Miami area. Up north is Tallahassee, same state, but it's quite a ways away. And so what does she do? She just kind of carries on with her day, and I think goes to see her grandkids later that day. If this were me or you guys tell me, what would you do if someone approached you and says, I'm the brother of this hitman, and I expect you guys to take care of him. And if you're an innocent person, Matt, how would you react?
Well, you probably dial 911 before the guy's even out of sight, right? I mean, that's a super weird thing, but I'm sure you guys were thinking the same thing I was. I mean, this.
I was thinking I was just going to write out the check for $5,000 and hand it over to the dude. I'm sure he wants a check. I mean, I don't know if they take credit cards.
What's awesome about this, from our perspective, or at least from mine, is that how this woman didn't immediately peg that guy as a cop, and they did a great job on this. The prosecution.
Well, let's talk about how sharp she is. Can I call for her on Wheel of Fortune? I think that's SOT number 9.
And we now meet Donna Adelson from Coral Springs, Florida. I want to hear all about you, Donna. Let's go.
Well,
like the hair.
I'm a domestic coordinator.
A domestic coordinator?
Yes. I'm responsible for the activities, classes, and lessons of my son Robert, who is 16, Charlie, who is 12, Wendy, who is 10, my husband Harvey, who's in the audience, and my dog Sam.
Donna.
F.
Yes.
Mischief maker.
Yeah, that's it, Donna.
Oh, wow. Isn't that rich? Mischief maker, huh? I mean,
Yeah,
it was
I
like,
mean,
did we plan that, Phil Holloway, or
no,
what?
I mean, look, just the craziness surrounding this whole case is,
I liked your hair, by the way. For the record, I was grooving on the hair.
well,
Dude. That's
it
all
was
me.
obviously in, what was that, the 80s or something like that.
Yeah,
But
I think
anyway,
it's 86. Yep.
we started this show talking about a stupid criminal, right? And so what I want to go to next is the next piece of stupidity that I think is going to wind up sort of hanging the Adelson crime family and the matriarch of that crime family, because what happened is, instead of, calling the police or calling a lawyer saying, help me out with this, she talks to her son Charlie, and she says, Charlie, this guy gave me this note, right? And so what does Charlie do? Charlie, about 9 days later, decides he's just going to go ahead and give that guy a call. And so we've got that. Let's go ahead and play SOT 11, and you'll hear how Charlie interacts with the undercover cop who he thinks is related to the hitman.
All right, what's going on?
Well, what's going on is my brother Tato. Okay, my brother Tato has not been taken care of. His family's not been taken care of. I talked to a dentist. Why are you calling me? Who are you? I gave the number to a lady.
I don't know Tato.
You don't know Tato? I'm
No.
sure you know Katie and Tuto. They've been taken care of since the family problem been taken care of up north.
I don't know who you are.
You don't? Well, this isn't going away, my friend. Because let me tell you something. I was at Broward with Tato, and he told me the whole story.
All right, let me look at
No
this thing.
more f***ing around, man. No more f***ing around. This ain't going away. You guys need to do the right thing for Tato.
Pat Murphy, I don't think you're hanging out with a lot of guys named Tato. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're good buddies named Tato, but
Not this entire week. Not this
not this
entire week.
entire week. So, Phil, what was
and of
going
course-
on? I mean, go ahead. Finish
Yeah,
that.
no, that of course is the voice of Charlie, right? The kid that she was talking about, that she was the domestic coordinator for, and Charlie has been convicted of this. He was the instrumental in the murder of Dan Markel, and this is one of those. This case is so disturbing on so many different levels, but that Donna Adelson is accused essentially of orchestrating this whole thing because she wanted her grandkids to move from Tallahassee to South Florida. And there's apparently extensive parental alienation going on from Adelson, from Mrs. Adelson, regarding her ex-son-in-law. And and I'm sure you've seen this too, guys. In the homicide unit in Orange County, I cannot tell you how many murders began in family court and wound up with somebody getting killed later that night or 2 days later after an adverse family court ruling. And that's exactly what they had here. So Charlie, the voice we just heard, no more presumed innocent. He was convicted of this, and it's going to be very interesting to see what happens to Donna Adelson next, because the evidence is pretty bad, pretty damning against her.
Jury selection is coming up, Mr. Holloway. You ready to pick a jury for your client?
Yeah, I think you could almost take the first 12 if you're the prosecutor and put them in the box, because the evidence, in my opinion, certainly the circumstantial evidence is overwhelming. And circumstantial evidence, by the way, can be some of the most powerful evidence in a criminal case. A lot of people serving life in prison on powerful circumstantial evidence. Among that, in this case, is Charlie, his words when he's talking to who he believes is the brother of the hitman. He doesn't say, look, we don't know who you're talking about. My mom doesn't know who you're talking about. Leave us alone. Why are you bothering us? He doesn't do that. He's like, hey, let me get back to you, right? Like as if he knows exactly what's going on. And that statement, that recording, and all of that interaction that stems directly from the bump is going to be a big part of what I think is going to bring Donna Adelson down.